Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Thursday, the 2nd of November 2023. We'll be breaking down chart on the actions who are to close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Wednesday, so the daily has been bearish and it seems like the price is retracing to allow the new monthly candle to form a bottom wick. And now we're looking at the weekly is also retracing, and it'll be interesting to see whether this weekly candle closes bullish above this rejection, or are we going to see another rejection within this weekly candle to close below, let's say below 182,700 or even below 183 level. And now to break down the chart and looking at the daily more likely will be closing bearish, forming daily resistance around 183,880. And now to break down the charts and looking at the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here is we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 183,070. We have the most recent 4-hour resistance formed around 183,990. Drop it down to the hourly time frame, and now we have a new level of support around 182,970. We have a new level of resistance as well at 183,570. Zooming in and dropping down to the 5-minute time frame, that's the same level of support and resistance, and more likely will be the same on the 50-minute time frame, as we can see. So now to identify the no trade zone, and the first thing we can see here is obviously we have this 4-hour support and 4-hour resistance, but within the hourly, I would say we could easily look for targets above this hourly resistance, above this 30-minute resistance. So I would say ideally is to look for buys, potential buys above 183,570, above this hourly and 5-minute resistance. And for potential sells, what we could do is we could wait for price to break and close below 182,970, breaking below this hourly support. And this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys. I'm going back to the daily. Now, the first thing we can see on the daily is there is a potential daily resistance to be formed around 183,850. We're just going to put a line to where this daily resistance is going to be forming. And then dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour resistance formed around 183,970. Looking at the hourly, that matches with the hourly resistance. More likely will be the same on the 5-minute and the 15-minute time frame as well. I mean, within the 15-minute time frame, we do have this messy range, as we can see. This looks messy on a 50-minute time frame, but within the 4-hour and the hourly, this looks really decent. So I would say the first target for buys could potentially be 183,970, targeting this 4-hour resistance. The second target for buys, now going back to the daily. So what we can see is this is the daily high that was formed on Tuesday. So let's have a look. So zooming in, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. Now we have a 4-hour resistance at 184,230. Dropping down to the hourly time frame, we have an hourly resistance. Looking at the 5-minute time frame and the 15-minute time frame, that's the same level of resistance as well. So I would say the second target for buys could potentially be 184,230, targeting this 4-hour resistance. Since we have a daily resistance forming on here, maybe we can see price starting to retrace to form a bottom wick for the monthly candle, which means the daily need to be moving down, obviously. So now to look for potential sells, and going back to the daily, excuse me. Now we have this strong bullish candle that was formed on Tuesday this week. So the first thing we can see is we have this previous daily resistance formed around 182,500. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have a 4-hour resistance as well at 182,500. Looking at the hourly, that's the same level of support, and this is actually one of the targets we've had on yesterday's analysis. I would say the first target for sales could potentially be 182,500, targeting this previous daily resistance formed on the 27th of October 2023. The second target for sales, now let's have a look again on the monthly and what we can see. So obviously we have this monthly support around 182,230. Let's zoom in. So looking at the weekly looks really messy, as we can see. Looking at the daily time frame, however, we have what we can see. Let's just put a line to where this daily high was formed. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, and we have the previous 4-hour resistance formed around 181,870. Drop it down to the hourly time frame. We have this previous 1 hour resistance. Looking at the 5-minute time frame as well. Seems to be clean traffic on the left within these time frames, like the hourly, the 30-minute. What we're going to do here is we're going to have the second target for sells at 182.870, targeting this previous 1 hour resistance formed on the 30th of October 2023.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.